Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas here. Welcome back to the library. We're in the Little Paris Bookshop, chapter 34. I'll tell you what, guys, I have not felt like this since we started this book. Up to this chapter, I've just been enjoying the ride, going down the river, the beautiful French countryside, no rush. But now, these last 100 pages, I almost want to read them all today. I want to know what is going on. I want to know how this ends. I want to know about Manon's baby. I want to know how the interaction between Perdue and Luke goes. What is going to come of this? And I don't know. If I'm gonna just read ahead today, we'll see. Real quick, I got to talk about. I'm going to go back and touch on Manon's diary just because one of the wonderful friends in the comments, thank you for being brave enough to go against the grain. She had brought up that she could tell I was not happy with Manon. I didn't really like her character, and she was sticking up for her, and that takes guts. And I love people that are passionate and willing to question things, even if it's uncomfortable. And you are so welcome here. You are so loved. And I was thinking maybe more people would speak up if I wasn't so opinionated. Maybe there'd be more people in the comments. But then again, that's my personality. I am very opinionated, but I think a strong trait of mine is I'm willing to learn and change. The older I get, there's been things I was 100% sure I was right about, that the older I got, I've had a change of heart and mind. I can see it from different angles. And but it's not always comfortable. It's not always easy. So it's easier to surround ourselves with just people that think just like we do, and you don't question anything. And then when you come up against a question, though, it's exhausting, right? Oh, I don't want to think about it. I just want to go along with the crowd. It's easier. And so I really appreciated you saying that and sticking up for Manon. What is this with her being pregnant and the baby? Do we know that before? Why was I shocked when I saw it? Yeah, we were thinking that maybe Max was Perdue's child, right? But it was very loving of Manon, right? She wouldn't take the pain medicine for her cancer because she didn't want to hurt the baby. Very sweet. Now I see the relationship with her and her parents, and it breaks your heart. My trouble with Manon, since we're all being honest here, is life doesn't have to be hard. Life doesn't have to be drama. And I had come out of a couple relationships that were like that, right? I had to go to AA meetings with my last girlfriend twice a day, my friends, and she would disappear and be gone for days, and we're all worried, and we felt like she was being very selfish, right? And that's how I kind of feel with Manon, and that there is consequences, not only to yourself, but to others when you're selfish. And sometimes you just want people to see, sometimes if you just not be selfish, you'll find that happiness. She's searching in the wrong places for happiness, I think. And I don't want to get too far into this. I don't want to do it really, Megas. You don't want to get preachy. You are preachy, Megas. Where do I go with this? Okay, so let me. Are you guys still with me? Stay with me. I promise you we'll go somewhere good. Where was that? Oh, I might not have underlined it, but she was talking about that in life there's no right or wrong. And I hear that a lot. As a matter of fact, I think Shakespeare said that there's no right or wrong. It's just thinking that makes it so, right? But, like, that sounds real good until you put it under a microscope. What if someone got drunk and runs over your puppy dog? Right? Are you not thinking wrong, injustice, mistake, bad idea, shame on you? right? Is there not a right or wrong? You know, and I think it depends on you. Now, there can be empathy. Take it to an extreme. Oh my God, did you guys hear this story? This just happened last year. A woman, if rape is triggering to you, click off. It's a true story. A woman was gang raped, and she, while she was being raped, didn't fight them. She chose to love them and forgive them. And she was thinking, it's these minority people, they didn't have a chance to be raised right. And it wasn't their fault. And so she wasn't going to judge or condemn them. Now, I don't know. Well, I do know for myself, but I'm always trying to learn from others. Was that just a self-preservation that she was going to lose her freaking mind if she didn't somehow be able to make it where she was so righteous and so holy? You know, it was just a self-preservation so she didn't lose her mind, feel this is unjust, out of control. I can't live in a world like this. And so she took that route. Or was she really just so loving and kind that she's willing to lay down her life for others? You know, and part of me wonders if this whole life is not just like an algorithm where we have to experience all these different things and then bring truth out of it, bring what's real out of it, make sense out of all of these different possibilities. You know, I wouldn't have handled it that way. You know, that's not my route. Hello, Princess Pooh. What would you have done? I know what my Chihuahua would have done. You would have ate their faces off. She looks sweet. She's mean, aren't you? You're a meanie if you want to be, but you can be so adorable to Daddy. So I don't know. That's what I was thinking about with that. You know, I think about like with Perdue and Catherine. They could just have an easy life, a happy life. It doesn't have to be the drama and the two partners and the, you know, like in my case with the alcoholism and the drug addiction and the suffering. Life doesn't have to be suffering. You can just be happy. And sometimes by being just kind and unselfish and kind of like what, oh my God, in yesterday's chapter, I learned something about love. Love isn't getting, love is being brave and courageous enough to give it. And not worry about what you receive. And you'll find out you end up receiving it. Because people are so thankful, so loving. Right, Chihuahua? Can you guys see Princess there? Hello, baby. Tinker's down there, too. Always got the dogs in my lap. You guys probably can't see him usually. Okay. So that was Manon's letter. Let's get back to the happier stuff. The story, chapter 34. Who's still with me? What are we, 8.5 minutes into it? I'm sure the average viewer's clicked off already. But please tell me if you're there. And even if you don't agree with all my things, come in and give me your opinion. I do. I love to learn. And it goes in here. And sometimes I have a change of heart later on. So they're getting to the end of their journey. This is kind of sad because we're getting to the end of our journey in this little book here together. Our first book in book club. They all raised their glasses and their clinking sounded like a bell tolling for the end of their journey together. Oh, it's so sad. But Sammy, she goes, you know what? I'm happy now. Isn't that a beautiful place to be where just everything's right with the world and you can say, I'm happy. Are my wonderful friends out there happy right now? I feel like this is a happy place we all come to when I don't mess it up with too deep of thinking. You know? Let's see. Oh, I love this. You know, Max was looking for his muse while he was on this journey. Here they come to the end of his journey and it's coming together. It says, Max caught the rapidly melting ice cream on his tongue with his mouth half full. And he said in a deliberate, casual tone, I'm going to write children's books. I've got a couple ideas. Oh, I love that. I love children's books. Perdue says, may I hear them? And of course, Max is so excited to share that with him. and he tells him all of his fun little ideas he's got going. And then as Max is telling Jean all of his ideas, it says, Jean savored a sensation that was like a delicate flowers unfolding inside of his heart. He was so fond of this young man, his quirks, his eyes, his laughter. And again, I'm wondering, is this Manon and his child, or is this just found family, a son that he found? Lay down, princess. She's getting all whiny. Oh, let's see. He talks about maybe leaving the barge, right? He says he'd been building up the barge in his book collection since he was Max's age for his soul pharmacy, but it somehow no longer felt right to him. He had to leave the barge. He needs to leave it for good, but that's a hard thing to make that decision. And then I love this. He's thinking, I wonder if Cornholio would feel at home here. I wonder if Cornholio would turn it from a book barge to maybe like we have in our town here, food trucks. Maybe it'll be like a food barge, That would be so cool. Maybe use some of the recipes he found on his journey. I've been hit and missing with my trying to guess what's happening in this book. When we started off, I started off strong. I was nailing it. And then the rest of the book, I've missed everything. So we'll see. So that catches us up there. What do you guys think? Go to the comments. Let me know. I love the feedback. It's kind of funny. When I started this book club, I didn't go online and look up how to start a book club. Never been a part of one, didn't know what they were, don't even know if we're doing it right, but I sure love what we have, and I love the relationships, and I feel, even though I couldn't even picture you guys, like you guys see my face, you get my personality, the only thing I get is from your small comments, but I feel I know you so well. And I'm thinking we got to get to know each other better, maybe through Instagram or maybe Zoom calls, right? We could maybe try to, I've never done one before, but maybe where we can put all of our faces up on the screen and see each other talk, and faces and personalities and things like that. That might be fun. I don't know. But whatever we've created here, I'm calling it a book club. I think it is. I want to maybe go look at some others and see what they look like, see if we're even doing this right. But whatever we're doing, I like it, and I like you guys, and I can't wait for 35. And I don't know, I might just read the whole darn thing tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I love you.